Now we're in the mix. We're in the zone. We're in the latke zone. Wait, I can do that better. All right, that's the intro. So, welcome back to Cookin with Jacob, whatever the title of this fucking show is. But we have a special guest. That's where you say your name.
Hey, I'm Jack. I'm in this video too.
Yes, Jack Grimes, podcast extraordinaire, design extraordinaire, the guy who made the logo, put it up. So, for those who don't know, I am of the Ashkenazi descent. I'm a Jew. Jack is not. And I'm going to teach him a thing or two today about potatoes and apples and onions. We're making fucking latkes, baby.
I didn't look up any kind of recipe, but I did go out and get the stuff that you told me that I should get.
Good.
And I also have some other equipment that I think we need based on what I know about latkes.
Well, the main piece of equipment other than, like, cooking ware is going to be a box grater, so if you got that, we should be just fine.
I have a grater right here. I got this big boy.
That'll do nicely. Let me get my boy out.
I have a bowl, which seems like you're going to need it. I have my largest clean bowl.
Big
I
bowl.
should have done dishes today, but I just got up. I have some potatoes in this bag. I got probably more than I'm going to use, but that's fine.
I sure hope you don't make that many latkes, because that's concerning.
Yeah, I'm going to make like a lunch's worth, I think. I have an egg, which you said I'm going to need.
Yes, at least one egg.
I have one big ol' onion.
And now, so let's talk through the recipe real quick. Latkes are akin to something like a hash brown or a tater tot or something like that. It's shredded potatoes, but what makes it different is that there's also a couple things going on. There's usually also onion added. My onions are pretty big I just want to make 2 potatoes worth, so I'm going to do a shallot. That seems like a good proportion to me. Maybe we'll just throw in another shallot half if we need it. Then you just patty those up, fry them up, and crucially, I'm talking to you, Jack, talking to you, viewer. Crucially, you need to serve these with both applesauce and sour cream. Both those at the same time.
I've got both of those, but they are still in the fridge.
That's fine. So, actually, speaking of that, what we're going to do to start is set up the applesauce, because I am doing it, from scratch.
I'm also going to set up my applesauce by placing this Mott's cup down on the counter.
Great.
Now I'm set up.
Well, now you can just sit and watch while I prepare. So, applesauce is the easiest fucking thing in the world to make. I don't know why anyone buys it, because you just boil apples and sugar. A little water, too, but that's just to keep things moving and grooving, and you can add things more or less as you need them. So I'm just going to peel these boys. To the viewer at home, please don't make fun of me for my terrible apple peeling skills. I'm kind of just free-balling right now. And that's all that matters, is I'm doing it with love.
I'd also ask them to not make fun of me for only like the bottom third of my head being in frame when I stand up.
That's just the way it is.
I brought a stool over to sit on so that I'm more in the center of the frame, but my cool recording setup is that my phone is sitting in between the little cups on an upside-down ice cube tray, and then that's on top of a big jar, and that's on top of a 12-pack of Arizona tea.
Oh.
Just to get it at, like... That's as high as I could get it with stuff that I had on the counter. And
Once this is all done, I'd love a pic of the setup just to, like, throw that in for full context.
Yeah. Eventually, when we do this and we're on the set, we'll have a guy making sure we're both in frame.
When Good Mythical Morning quits and we take over their set, then we'll have the full kit and caboodle.
Yeah. This is our Latke AMV.
My Naruto Latke AMV.
I'm using this footage to edit together a Jacob fan cam, and it will be to Numb by Linkin Park.
Jacob Shearer's canceled party. Or what is it? Jacob, like the X is over party? It's like, I see those every fucking, like, week. And it's always K-pop stans. K-pop stans, I love you, I respect you, I'm terrified of you.
I disagree. I don't particularly like them.
Okay, cool. You can go after Jack. I'm covering my ass.
That's my beef. And then it didn't post for a while, and then it posted like, sorry I haven't been sharing any Taylor Swift updates for a while, guys. I was in prison. And everybody was like, what the hell?
So what I'm going to do with this applesauce, I'm just going to chuck all these guys in the pan. Pretty simple recipe. I'm just going to cover them with a little bit of water just to keep things going. That much. And I'm going to do... How much fucking sugar am I going to do? I'm going to do that much. You know, do that. And then the heat is going on, and we leave that bean till it's applesauce. Easy enough. All right, I'm gonna clean up, and then we're into the latke zone. So the process is very simple. You're gonna take your good bowl, you're gonna take your good grater and your good potato. I'm gonna go on the coarse grind and just fucking grate that boy into oblivion.
All right, you want to see something cool? I found out that the grater I have has this.
Like a little tray
right in there to collect the grates.
Well, depending on how much potatoes you're gonna end up with, you're gonna need to empty that out a few times. I just realized I'm grating right into my microphone, so I hope this doesn't sound weird. Welcome to our potato grating ASMR.
Yeah, there you go.
Potato grating ASMR turns horror. Oh God, what happened to our fingers?
A pretty significant amount of the potato is not going through the holes, and it's just ending up on the countertop.
Yeah, that happens. What I do, so, okay, here's a teachable moment. Here, I'm gonna fucking demonstrate this real quick. Okay, so you're gonna have a moment where, like, there's gonna be these shreds on the potato that just don't want to get up, so I just flip it every so that it grates evenly all the bits, and you don't have to, like, cut off bits from the hunk that you're gonna leave. Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna say it, don't try to grate all of the potato. As you can see, I'm getting pretty close to the end here, and at a certain point when I can't comfortably hold this and like grate it in like this much, you're not gonna get that much.
I'm leaving
more
myself
vodka
a
out of
safety
this little
nub
bit.
just so I don't grate my hand.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of hoping you leave all of this grating footage in. Give people a realistic idea of how long it's gonna take. Should I be covering the potato shreds with water? I feel like I heard that from somebody.
I don't really give a shit, because here's the thing. That would, like, the potatoes are going to oxidize, you're going to see them oxidize, but we're going to fucking fry them, so who cares?
That's fair.
I'm not fucking Claire Saffitz. I don't need to present this for fucking Condé Nast executives. I'm now debating whether I want to go for a whole-ass onion, because I could just use not all of it, or if I should stick to my shallot idea. I think I'm going to go I'm going to go with the onion. Also, if you think I have any idea how to prevent, like, the onion crying, I truly have no idea. I've tried every technique under the sun, and I always get teary-eyed. Oh boy, here it comes. I'm grating blind. Dear Lord above, please don't let me fucking grate my fingers off while I've got onion eye. That's my favorite James Bond game, Onion Eye 007. For
Yeah, the grater's a great way to
onion.
just, like, blast onion vapor directly into your face.
It's not great. It smells lovely, but boy, it's not great. I'm gonna go ventilate my fucking face.
It's okay. You have to suffer for your art.
Luckily, I came prepared for such an occasion.
That's better.
Now, we're moving on to a very crucial step. This is the other thing that's probably crucial for a lot of these kinds of things with onion and potato preparation, but it's especially crucial for latkes. We need to squeeze all the juicy goodness out of this thing, out of this mound.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, prepare a second bowl. Smaller, not necessarily as big or whatever you like. And then prepare a cloth of your choice. Make sure it smells good. Realize several minutes into making the apples that you should probably cover them so they can steam and cook more thoroughly. So do that.
So this is the step where you bundle everything up in this like dish towel and then you...
Exactly, but we're going to want to have a bowl to reserve the liquids that we squeeze out of the potatoes because there's going to be starch in there. So it'll settle to the bottom, then we'll pour out the liquid and reintroduce the starch in there to help it as a binder when we make the latkes.
Okay.
See, this is grandma style cooking. Why do add other stuff to make it bind when we could just do it like, hey, we got the potato starch, we're going to add that.
The camera angle I'm getting on this right now is bonkers.
I just had
I'm like fish-eyeing it.
I just had a last minute idea.
Okay.
Reintroduce
I'm gonna go
this.
ahead and put the stuff on here and start squeezing it out, I think.
You do that because I just realized, you know what this could use? A little garlic. So I'm going to grate a little garlic in there. Just one clove. Just one little clove. Any recipe that either doesn't call for garlic or only calls for 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, add more garlic.
We got a real Wario over here. Do you recommend doing it kind of like this? Like a twisty style?
No, I recommend twisting from one end. So you like gather it all and then just like have it on
that's
top, and you have like
idea. I'll take this opportunity to put some garlic in there too. Okay, here we go. It's Tato time.
Tato time, boys.
Feel the tubers. Feel the rhyme. Here we go. It's Tato time.
There it is. That classic catchphrase. Alrighty. I'm gonna fold up my little dumpling and squeeze.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting a lot of that sweet juice.
Oh yeah. This is gonna fucking piss all over. Everyone's favorite new nut milk onion piss.
It smells like being inside a potato, I think.
When's the last time you were inside of a potato?
Well, I just am thinking that must be what it's like.
I'm gonna make a new VR game that what it's like to be inside of a potato, and it's just very dark.
It's an educational VR experience for schools.
All these basics in being inside of a potato. You don't have to get every drop out of it, but do as best you can, and I'm just gonna reintroduce into the big bowl.
Okay, so now I'm putting this in my bowl.
Yeah, and then immediately put your fucking cloth into the laundry. Now, so we gotta talk about binding agents, because you could just throw this into a pan with oil and call it a day, but it's not gonna really stick into latke forms. So there's gonna be three counting the potato starch, 3 crucial additions. And I just realized I have exactly 1 egg left, so thank fuck. So we're gonna add 1 egg. You could probably use a little bit more for this application. You could use more if you like. I'm just gonna stick with 1 egg because that's fine. And crispiness is the name of the game, so we're gonna add breadcrumbs. The real OG folks say you should add like, matzah mix or matzah meal, because, Jewish. But panko's crunchier.
I have panko breadcrumbs, which probably will be fine, right?
Yeah. That's what I've got.
What would you
I'm going to show off to the camera.
How many breadcrumbs would you recommend? Should I just?
An amount.
Okay, I'll put like maybe roughly an egg's worth in there. I think.
Something like that. I'm just gonna feel it out.
That seems good to me. I'm getting the impression that maybe the ratios are not crucial.
Yeah, we're not fucking doing science. We're making latkes. Again, this is the crucial thing. This is grandma-style cooking, just by gut. So if you feel like, oh, that's not going to be crunchy enough, add some more. And if you think, oh, it's going to be too crunchy, you're a wrong person. There's no such thing as too crunchy latkes. So that's looking pretty good. So as you can see, I'll show to the camera. As you can see, that's not really oxidizing too much, so I don't give a shit about. You can soak your potatoes if you would like. I feel like that's more of a thing where you need to like cut your potatoes in advance. Like if you were doing like, French fries or something.
Right, like you want to parboil them if you were going to do that.
Or something, yeah. But right now we're going straight into the pan, so who cares? I'm going to do some veggie oil, an amount. For flavor, I'm also going to add some olive oil, an amount. All right. We're moving the camera down, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the cook zone. This is not going to feel like a cohesive thing in your hands. You're going to smush it into a little pancake and slap it in there as best you can. I should turn the heat on while I'm down here. But you're going to have a little bit of a grace period if you're like, oh fuck, it's a little bit of it chunked off. You can sort of push it back together. Once it starts to crisp on the bottom, then you're in the clear, you're in Latke Town. But it's just going to feel like a mass of gunk. But it's good gunk. It makes you well. Oh god, I'm gonna fucking.
This is the best. This is the best stove cam I could get, and then the pan is like halfway in frame. But
we're not gonna judge you. What I like to do in this situation, and I'm sure I'm not, an innovator in this. I just like to throw a little failure. I just like to throw a little bit of potato flake in there, and then once that starts a sizzling, you're ready to go. So as you can see, the starch has separated on the bottom of the thing. I'm showing to the camera, and I'm burping like a mayhem. So the starch is separated on the bottom, so we are going to quickly discard the liquid and reintroduce. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of water to mix up the starch. I've seen some recipes where you should probably mix in the egg into the starch first and then mix it all in, but I'm just going to throw that all right in, and that will be our final piece of binding agent for the latkes. I'm in Sizzletown now, so I'm going to prep. I'm going to get some gloves on because I don't want potato-y hands.
Do you think a little bit of cornstarch would be terrible?
You know what? It'll be a fun experiment.
I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna get a.
Let's try it out. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I'm gonna make a little oobleck here in this potato juice bucket, and then I'm gonna put that back in the thing.
I'm feeling very aesthetic because I've got my black nitrile gloves with my black vaporwave shirt.
Oh, you got gloves. I think I might also have gloves, actually.
You better have gloves if you're going outside. Wash your hands! You want to, depending, I suppose it depends on the size of the latkes you want. I'm going to go for what looks like a golf ball sized chunk, and then you're just going to smoosh, 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 and then into the pan. See, this is what I was talking about. It's going to fall apart on you a little bit, but you can just pat it back together as best you can.
Okay, let me kind of see what you're doing here.
All right, I'm gonna do.
So you want to? This is not like a smash burger situation. You want to form it and then flatten it in your hands, right?
Yeah, we're not fucking smash burgering this. I'm gonna go 3 at a time just so that they have room because this is my biggest pan, but still they can get a little crowded. And as you can see, I've got my little drying rack area right beside with a grate with paper towels underneath. This is the moment in the video where you realize you forgot to season the mix, so we're gonna season these potatoes directly.
Oh yeah, I didn't salt this guy at all.
Well, luckily this will do just fine. You can salt the remaining mixes. See, this one right here that I'm nudging, that broke in two and I smushed it back, and as you can see, it is now a cohesive latke with a beautiful crisp.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm ready to flip yet, but I'm going to salt the rest of this, I don't know, what is the word for this? Batter?
Mix. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, mix is good. I'm going to salt the rest of this mix in the bowl.
Gunka.
Just so that future latkes are better seasoned.
Yes, I'm going to do that. I'll probably still throw a little extra salt on the top because I feel like that helps with crispiness.
Now, where are you on peppering something that you're going to fry? Because I tend to find, and especially when I'm doing like a burger or something, that the sometimes if you pepper something and then the pepper hits the pan, it can end up burning, which is not the best.
I don't usually have that issue that much with pepper. I have that issue with paprika. But black pepper on the thing, I don't worry about it. My knees are sweaty and I'm slightly sliding on the floor, and it's not a great kinesthetic experience.
Not as brown as I would have hoped.
You have time to fix it. Don't worry about it. We're getting there. I'm going to add a little bit more oil because I'm not really like having these guys as submerged as I would like. So I'm just going to introduce enough to creep up on the edges a little bit. That'll fuck up the heat a little bit, but who cares? We're doing it live.
So perhaps ill-advisedly, I did touch it, and it feels crispy. It's just that it didn't get very golden.
Yeah,
so I don't know if
come.
I don't know. Maybe my potatoes were kind of old.
The gold will come. Don't worry about it. Trust me.
I should have made a better effort to crop my sink out of the frame because I do need to do dishes today.
Don't hang on. Fucking full screen this shit. Do you think you are in bad company, my friend? Now, to touch back on the thing I mentioned at the start, some people in the audience might think, Jacob, why the fuck do you have to eat these with both sour cream, which makes sense for a potato dish, and applesauce? I don't know. It tastes good. Stop asking so many questions.
I think it makes sense conceptually as a combo.
I've seen like people who will do like stir fries or something with both potatoes and apples.
Yeah, you get the pomme de terre and the pomme de treat.
That's a little bit over that one, but it's okay. We're just gonna move that right aside. You didn't see that slip off the grate. You didn't fucking see that.
I'm having a weird thing happen, and I don't know if you have any advice on this. On the first side, it crisps mostly around the edges, and on this side, it's crisping almost all in the center.
I think it's just gonna come with time.
Is that just because the frying it causes the shape of it to be a little bit concave?
I don't know. I don't think this is gonna do a little pepperoni cup. I think you just gotta be a little patient with it. Some of them will just do their thing. What I should have done in research for this is I should have looked up the etymology of latkes. You know what? Forgive me for being a capitalist scum. Hey Google. Oh, is this thing not fucking recognizing me? The one time I want to actually use the fucking Google Home that my friend gave me, and it's not fucking cooperating. Hey Google, what's the etymology of latke?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that. Do you want to know what the origin of latkes is?
No, I don't. Just in case anyone didn't know, Google is anti-Semitic, apparently.
Sorry about that. Let me try again. How can I help?
I'm unplugging the Google Home. Latkes makes you happy. Are you happy, Jack?
I'm having a good time, yeah.
Great.
I'm trying to actually do this one Smashburger style to see if it gets me like a flatter surface so it browns more evenly. So I'll let you know how that goes.
It's an experiment.
Currently, it seems like it's going pretty good. I've got a very consistent round shape here.
Now we know. Knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
And an amount of sizzling that I'm sure is not interfering with my voice at all.
I'm not hearing no sizzling on my end. Ooh. God damn. I'm gonna try this little nubbin.
I got good news, buddy. It's good.
It's good. You don't have to tell me that, bud.
Put that up. Recycle the graphic I used for my pizza sandwich video where it just says "It's good" in Futura in the middle of the screen.
I give this fucking latke an "It's good" out of great. You know what? It gets a great out of great. Official rating.
Well, I've eaten my entire first one now, just straight off the rack.
Oh,
I'm a hungry boy. I didn't eat anything else today.
You prepped adequately. I should have done this later as dinner, but I guess this will be Brinner. Or what's Linner? Lunch and dinner.
Yeah, well, it's one of the Hobbit meals.
The shitty sequel to brunch, even though brunch is already shitty. Like, I'll be the one to say it. Brunch, you know, it's an excuse to have mimosas, and mimosas are fine. If you want mimosas, just have mimosas any time of the day.
Hang on, I'm moving the stove cam manually to get some overhead footage of this guy, because, boy, it looks very good.
I thought you said Cloverhead footage for a second. I was like, you're gonna fucking shaky cam this shit?
I've dropped my phone onto the stove, so maybe cut that.
Your phone is not a latke, Jack.
No, it would have been pretty funny if I had dropped it into the pan, but also maybe not.
I would classify that as not funny. Alright. We're in the zone.
We're in the zone. We're in the latke zone. This is my applesauce. It's Mott's from the little cup.
That'll do. I won't judge you too much for that. I'm gonna pair this boy. This guy looks real nice. Real fucking crisp.
That looks a lot more even than mine.
So again, you gotta double up. You gotta do a little bit of the apple and a little bit of the creme, and then 1-2 down the chute.
I overtopped mine, I think. Probably quite good.
I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment. That is a fucking good latke.
That is nice.
That is so good. It's like, first of all, the sour cream is just the perfect condiment, but the applesauce brings the sweetness into the scenario that you didn't think you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a really positive experience with the apple, which I didn't anticipate.
Oh yeah, it is a very positive experience.
That's nice.
I hope me and Jack have provided you enough knowledge to go forth and make your own potatoey, oniony, appley, and sour creamy crispy experience to enjoy a little bit of Judaism in your life. Cooking with Jacob, there it is. I have got to get better at editing and uploading things in a timely manner. So I'm coming to you from the present day, where the video has been just uploaded, as this is going up, I guess. So this, as I mentioned in the video, this was filmed months ago. This was filmed in May, and I've just been too lazy to edit it and put it up. I'm just throwing this in to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this year, I mean, among other things that have gone on this year, I've been faltering a little bit with my uploads. I want to do more of these cooking videos. I know it's not really, the soup du jour of my channel. It's more so voice acting and all that sort of stuff. That's going to be coming back. I'm going to be doing more voice acting, maybe even more gameplay. We'll see, probably. But I want to do more of these. I'm having fun with these, and given the shit that happened this year with Bon Appetit, I want to put Okay, so the philosophy I've always had with this channel is that I want to make the kind of videos, one, that I enjoy making, and two, that I enjoy watching. And I enjoy watching cooking videos, and I enjoy making cooking videos, so that's going to keep happening. As you can see, since I fucking filmed the video, I've moved into a new apartment. I've got a really nice kitchen, so more stuff's coming along those lines. More voice acting's coming along. More gaming is going to be coming along. Hopefully 2021 will be a better year in more ways than one, but specifically in this context, better year for this channel. I treat this channel like a hobby, but I want to take it a little bit more seriously, at least just make more content, because I'm realizing, yeah, I've got a lot of subscribers that have just been sitting around. So more stuff's coming. Thank you guys. I hope you guys are all safe. I hope you guys are all surviving. Let's wish 2020 a very unwelcome goodbye. Let us send it out to sea, not even set it on fire, just let it drown out in the sea, and move on to greener pastures. I don't have an outro for videos. I'm not prepared. Bye.